Generals, gentlemen.
Hello, and welcome to game number 5 for Tod vs KaRRo in the 1.6 World Championship. Once again, we have Tod as the China tank.
China tank.
Again!
Funnily enough, whereas KaRRo is indeed mixing it up, I would say he's random locking at this point. He's going for the GLA Toxin, showing his versatility.
And so, after that last game, I literally just minimized generals. I went on Facebook, I went on Tod.extinction's Facebook, I just said, why you no build prop center? So, yeah.
Okay, funnily enough,
that's how mad I was. I was actually that
he was actually mad.
That I actually just stopped casting, and I just actually went on his Facebook and just messaged him why he didn't build prop center.
Yep, looks like he's going for a double supply, and if he builds 2 war factories, I wouldn't be surprised.
There were caps. There were also exclamation marks. So it was very full on my abusive wall post.
And we do see double war factory from Tod. We do
Forward
have
supply
a
as well.
field supply. Quite an interesting strat here from KaRRo. Going nice little GLA
Oh
move.
my god!
Yeah, buddy.
Force supply.
It. Mixing it
KaRRo,
up.
I love you so much because Tod is being blamed with his double war factory opener every time and his lack of prop center. And KaRRo's like, you know what? I'm a baller. I'm a mad dog. I'm gonna do crazy shit like a 4 supply opening.
I love it. Honestly,
I hope this works. I really hope this pays off.
Works.
So we're probably going to see a lot of these garrisons being taken.
Hopefully we don't see some flame tanks that could be very dangerous.
Flame tank and a Gatling,
Flame tank and a Gatling, yeah. It looks like moving.
Maybe some demo traps go down?
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's going to do there. That'd be good defense on the side. We see
oh wow.
Rebel coming in.
Is he going to cap these?
How much economy do you want, KaRRo?
Do you even have an arms dealer? Oh, no. What he's doing, he's doing the strat where he just builds like a whole bunch of tunnels. So then you defend with purely RPGs. I also want it's very effective.
Oh, I know it, yeah, and he has a massive supply. I've actually seen it being used before.
But he doesn't have enough tunnels. He only has a couple.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough RPG troopers yet. Oh, and his own troops are dying.
But he'll kill the flame tank.
Yeah,
there.
he will just manage to kill the flame tank, but I mean, the gap moves in. Okay, yeah, does good. And we lost, I think, 2 RPGs Rebel.
It was very fortunate that Tod didn't go for this supply, but there's just no way that Tod had known it was there. And it's not like you check that. It's such a rare thing that you wouldn't bother checking that just in case.
Yeah, you don't really see 4 supplies anymore, so this will be interesting to see how many workers he
and the oil capture. Oh my god!
Huge army. If he just maxes out these tunnels, he's going to have such a massive economy.
If Tod doesn't win this game soon, he's just going to get owned. But we don't have an arms dealer yet. All he has are these RPGs, so these flame could be very effective. Stop building battle masters!
God! Battle masters.
Oh!
1 gat tank moving in here.
1 gat tank
for Tod.
Jesus Christ.
And that
I mean,
that dragon tank is moving in now, so we'll see what happens. Oh, it's getting nuked down, but it is starting to flame war now. But I think these RPGs, some of them are out of position.
Good work. They get in the tunnel. Fantastic.
Yeah, they're all getting in the tunnel.
Good
so he does actually manage to make all those RPG troopers save 1 survive. But that tunnel is going down now. Does manage to take the garrison now that the flame tank is actually down. So all of the battle masters of Tod is starting to go down now, but that GAT is starting to clean up the RPGs. Does manage to take it out, and now that's what you get for not unit mixing, because now all there is battle masters and there's no GATs there, which means those RPGs are really effective.
I mean, in fairness though, I mean, Tod obviously didn't know that KaRRo didn't have an arms dealer.
No, of course.
But still, like against GLA, you probably build more GATs just because battle masters are so much better than scorpions. People generally don't invest in many scorpions, but now the RPGs are too far away.
Yeah, for
losing
KaRRo.
Yeah,
he did do a good job with his RPGs, but there wasn't enough GATs there that they managed to clean up most of them before they could do damage to the battle masters.
He lost one of his supplies, but not a big deal because he has a 4th one and both oil derricks. But KaRRo really needs to defend against this push, and he'll be definitely fine. And he could do this. There's only like 1 GAT and 2 flames, which you can just out-muscle with RPGs. The game's scorpions now as well.
Maybe without the rocket upgrade, we'll see how effective they are. But hopefully they'll be able to take out, going for the GATs right now, so which means RPG is going to be nice and effective. Oh, but there's 2 more GATs moving in. That's good unit mixing. Tod, good job moving them.
Tod must realize that he just has just so many
much
RPGs.
Infantry, so he can actually move in these GATs now.
So good work there, Tod actually adjusting. But now these
rocket upgrade from these scorpions. Oh, maybe not. I thought I saw it. Maybe not. But
they got all the GATs.
Getting really caught out of position now. All the GATs are getting taken down. But I don't know how many RPGs KaRRo
has left.
KaRRo has actually left. He has lost quite a few to the GATs.
But more and more flames, more and more GATs. So and a 3rd
war factory.
Fantastic. Well done there from Tod. And now again the Scorpion rocket has gone down.
He will have to win this now. And 2 RPGs getting caught out of position by those Gats.
That flame tank is very scary. He needs to kill that flame tank because that's going to do a fair bit of damage.
He
might actually
lose. Looks like the arms dealer is going down. Not looking good for KaRRo.
That's a pretty big deal. He really needs to kill that the second arms dealer, because then he can't spend enough of his money, because KaRRo just has so much income. But until he can get enough production, he might get taken out of this game right now. We're going to need more.
Going to move out those Scorpions, but they're going to get caught out by the Battle Masters. They're just doing a lot of damage right there.
Yeah.
Maybe pop them back and move them back right now.
KaRRo's definitely trying to focus down the anti-infantry.
And the Dragon tanks are now moving in. Hopefully we'll be able to see them taking out. Yeah, the quads, the Scorps move down the bottom tunnel to take out the flame tanks. 1 flame tank goes down, a Battle Master goes down. There's too many flame tanks.
Beautiful defense by KaRRo here. I mean, he's holding on. He's losing a bit, but when you consider that he still is getting this huge economic lead, his defense is very effective. He's got a lot
of money right now, so if he can keep this going, he'll be going really well. Cool choice there with the terrorists, with the flame walling dragon tanks.
It's buying time though, isn't it? It's buying time for KaRRo just to build more. It's getting more and more barracks, more arms dealers. He just really needs to keep up with the huge push from Tod with 3 war factories. So both players just being so aggressive with so much stuff here. It's really interesting seeing such a big army from both players here this early into the game.
Managing to get up those holes in time, so it looks like this is not looking good for KaRRo.
He needs more tunnels. He only has the 2 tunnels left. He really needs the tunnels to juke his Scorpions with the rockets, with the health. He's overcommitting to this fight.
Yeah, he's overcommitting with those Scorpions. Looks like several will go down. Yeah,
and the supply goes down. No!
Dragon tank does get in and manage to take out the supply. This is not looking good at all for KaRRo. I don't think he has enough production units at the moment. He can't destroy those Battle Masters. There's just too many of them.
Needs more RPGs and terrorists even, but now there's just... It's too late. Yeah, too late.
Too late.
Tod had the right units. He didn't overcommit to anti-infantry, but he got enough to deal with the infantry threat.
Oh, they actually go down. The terrorist goes down to the toxin.
Toxin tunnel. Yeah, he killed himself, and that would have been very effective.
Yeah, those battle masters are going down now, but there's just too many flame tanks. There's
not over yet though, because KaRRo still has the 2 oil, the middle supply. He can build a tunnel in the base of Tod, maybe do a paper damage there, but losing this supply as well as both of these arms dealers.
Yeah,
so
this is not looking good for him, especially. I think Tod.extinction is actually. Tod is mining from the middle supply as well. Good job, buddy. Tod is doing quite well this game, actually really capitalizing.
Holding on to the supply.
Here we go.
He really needs to hold the supply, because then he can just rebuild his supply. And now I think actually KaRRo may have cleaned up this push.
Yeah, move those Scorps back. No, they're getting caught out of position. He needs to use the rockets and then get them back into the tunnel.
I still want to see more RPGs though. More tunnels need to go down to get this supply. And more RPGs to deal with this Battle Master threats. Oh, look at this! A push from KaRRo in the main base of Tod. Gonna take out that war factor. It's a very, very important thing. He needs to stall the production of Tod and definitely clean up.
He's selling that arms dealer now, so hopefully he can get a bit more production.
Demo traps, come on, demo traps.
Demo
what
traps
you need.
right there. He's got a massive army. You can do a lot of damage with demo traps.
Because this supply is going down, and that's most of Tod's income, because that's gone, and that is just very far away. So I think if KaRRo can hold on to this base, then he will be fine. But Tod does have a pretty big army.
And there's no demo traps there. Demo trap could have been really effective there. Oh, we see the power going down now, so that's going to hurt the unit production of Tod.
But now you got to remember that KaRRo can rebuild his base again. He can just build a supply there and just start defending here, because the army
base race.
It's so slow. Yeah, Tod just has these slow tanks that he can't really catch up if he just keeps moving his base over and over. But now Tod does have these supplies in the base of KaRRo.
He's got a dozer alive. He doesn't have a command center, but he does have those dozers still alive.
Yeah, so he can rebuild. So he definitely needs to rebuild more production from both players.
Does it mean, or does it look like they've actually swapped base positions?
They pretty much have. Yeah, they actually have. But, you know, you gotta remember that KaRRo has the disadvantage of the fact that Tod has mined out this supply. So it's gonna be 2 against 1 supplies here, and these old areas can be very important there. He definitely needs
command center.
Why no demo traps? Seriously, where are the demo traps? He has no outposts.
Really effective. Tod's army is really effective in that. Oh, Flame Tank doesn't manage to take out the oil. That's quite important.
So now KaRRo's income has been slowed down quite a fair bit. He only has 1 supply, and this oil will get taken out right here and now due to this huge army of Battle Masters and the Gatling.
A demo trap could do so much damage to that group.
Yeah, exactly. Because they're just so slow, they're so clumped up.
It's possible he's forgotten about it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to think about in a game like this. So
and there are pretty strong vetted Scorpions here. But you gotta remember, like, Tod's army was here, so KaRRo knew that army was coming. It was obvious, it was inevitable. So why didn't he get a demo trap? That would have been Very effective. Probably would have saved him game, I reckon.
I think so.
He's going to lose to this army, I would say.
Yeah, he's going to have to stop. I mean, he's building 2 command centers. He's going to have to cancel that one, of course.
Unless we get palace tech, unless we see a fast palace to not only defend.
I mean, how much money does KaRRo have? Can we just
have enough. He has enough money.
He's got enough money. If we throw a quick palace here, we could do a lot of damage with these.
And then if he gets mobs, then he'll probably be fine against these. But even scuttle launchers against.
Oh, nice, good job there with the vetted scorpions.
They're really strong.
They're really strong.
Double rockets.
I mean, if you can get them scrapped, yeah, I think they're all fairly scrapped. There,
actually, KaRRo's not out of. He has his command center.
Yeah, he's got a command center. Oh, we have a.
Oh no.
Looks like it might be.
They both have the command center, but with this helix, that's going to be very effective because there's no quads at all from KaRRo.
Attack in the middle there as well.
So Cod has to make sure he doesn't get his helix scouted. He's going to scout the helix now. No, he won't. Oh, the helix isn't scouted.
See this. Oh yeah, he's got it. He sees the helix now.
And
yeah, he pulled that sneak attack tunnel down so he could save those scorpions, which is
good work. Good, yeah, very effective. Because that was so important. Oh, where did the flame tanks come from?
Oh dear, no, KaRRo, no. This is bad
with that single flame tank, there goes the last of KaRRo's income. We're gonna even probably firewall down the scorpions.
Yeah,
so that flame tank being
dying, and it looks like the rockets are doing splash damage to their own scorpions and stuff like that. That's really not looking good.
And that actually, it's empty. That helix is empty.
Rebel ambush and it's just shooting down the rebels. This is not.
Oh, what a carpet bomb!
Insult to injury. The carpet bomb coming in, doing damage.
What?
Okay, so carpet bombers do damage to other planes from the looks of things as well. So just
that might get taken out. It might get taken out by the gap.
Yeah.
Nope.
It does actually manage to go down. But it's not
does that mean?
I don't think it's really gonna matter.
Does that mean you can kill air units? Like if
I think
like
so.
a helix,
Like if you
it must
keep this in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it in mind.
That was weird.
That was cool.
So I think that the Artie is going to spool the defeat for
there we are.
KaRRo
Supply doesn't go down, which is looks pretty GG.
But not going to give up just yet. He still has quite a bit of money in his bank reserved.
Yeah.
But now Tod has the 2 supplies, 1 supply now.
How many trucks do we have there? About 6 or 7?
There's a lot of trucks.
There's a lot of trucks.
But I think this helix will be the game changer.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice there.
Because it forces KaRRo into so many quads. Or maybe,
we've got a lot of RPGs there as well. I mean, look at the unit mixing on Tod. He doesn't have a lot of gats.
You don't remember, RPGs, they're just not good against helixes. They can do helixes, as well. But realistically they won't because they're slow. They can't chase helixes.
Yeah.
So long as your micro is on the ball, then you have to be pretty bad to lose a helix to RPGs. Whereas quads, obviously, because not only have they more range, but also you can like chase down the helix. So it's a lot harder to lose to RPGs.
Yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
See what KaRRo actually has in his tunnels. I don't think it's a lot, given he popped out all those RPGs. Yeah, he's gonna have a couple of units, but not very many. So that bunker, he's got another helix there. This is really not looking good for Tod.
But I don't know how many. I don't know how many of these vetted, scrapped scorpions that KaRRo has left.
He's only got a couple.
If he has a few, they'd be very effective. But because he has a lot of RPGs.
Demo trap, please, KaRRo. It'd be really nice.
He can burst down the gap and then with his RPGs.
I mean he's only got 1 gap there. That's the issue. Like Tod really needs the unit mix a little bit better. I mean he's got the helix of course, but.
Oh no! No! Oh whoa! That's a lot of RPGs.
That's a lot of RPGs. What were you saying before?
Oh look at the splash!
The splash damage! No!
The splash
RPGs
damage.
Are action pack all going down, and the helix does survive.
So he just lost all those RPGs to the RPGs inside of the helix because they were so splashed emerging out of that tunnels. So that's the backside.
So he stopped them, which was good, but they were just too grouped when they came out. Yeah.
So stopping isn't always the best thing to do when you're versing units that do splash damage, which is most things.
Yeah. So this is
I think that has literally just spilled the defeat for KaRRo now because. He doesn't have any way.
That's the one quad. Quad went down, so I don't think he has any quads or anything like that in his base.
He has no RPG, so now he cannot kill these battle masters because all of his RPGs went down, and now just more bombs, a mine drop as well following that Artie stone.
Well placed. EMP, which is good. It's gonna.
That's his own tunnel. That's his own tunnel.
Yeah, of course.
GG. So that was absolutely crazy.
That was a really crazy.
I actually went longer than I thought. I thought KaRRo was gone, but no, he stayed in there for a while. I think if he didn't lose the RPGs, he probably would have been fine because. Once KaRRo got a palace, he would have had no problems at all defending.
I think so, yeah. That helix actually would have almost gone down had the RPGs not died to splash damage. I mean, they all got popped out, but they were just too mixed. They were too close together, so it's a bit unfortunate.
So, amazing play from both players here. I'm actually very, very impressed. That was a really entertaining game. So, good work to both players. And now this is the last game. The next game is going to be the very last. So, it's what? 2-2 so far?
No, 3-3. 3-3.
3-2.
Yeah, 3.
I don't even know.
Sure, but it's very close anyway, so it is possible. But the next game, yeah, we'll probably decide who.
I know. Yeah, it's 3-2. It's 3-2 for Tod. So if KaRRo wins the next game, he will be moving on to the next round. Whereas if KaRRo loses, he'll be out of the tournament. So we'll move on to the next game and possibly the last.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to what may be the last game between KaRRo and Tod in the 1.60 hour World Championship.
This is a best of 7?
Best of 7 this is, and we've had 5 games so far.
Oh yeah, best of 7.
3 have gone to KaRRo and 2 have gone to Tod.extinction. So if KaRRo wins this game, then Tod will be out and KaRRo will be moving on.
Yes, it is. The score is 3-2 so far, and so now Tod is once again the China tank, and KaRRo is the USA laser.
So, and we do see Tod going for a different strat this time compared to his dual war factory.
This is the only game that Tod hasn't gone for a dual war factory, possibly because it's maybe it's his last game, so he wants to try something different.
Really mix it out, which should be good. I mean, KaRRo could be expecting a dual war
you gotta remember though. Sorry, you gotta remember though that KaRRo had the spy drone, so he saw that coming. Look, he knows it's coming.
Oh, and we see missiles.
Beautiful play, absolutely beautiful play. KaRRo reacting.
Yeah, just in time, and that's going to take out the Dozer. Dozer does go down. This is not looking good for Tod. He's lost his first Dozer.
Yeah.
That means that War Factory is completely useless on the side. He's going to move in those missile defenders, and if he places them right, he can actually take out.
Oh wow, he can take out that Dozer.
If he takes out that Dozer, it's like a GG. Can they fire over? Yeah, they can, of course. So that's we see some red guard coming out here. That's a good job.
What he needs,
from Tod.
So meanwhile, KaRRo does have both of his supplies going strong
and moves that Chinook back immediately. So that's getting duped down. But those red guard are going to be moving up. So the missile defenders will in fact go down before they can actually do anything.
So not only does Tod not have that forward factory, but he also doesn't have his supply. So that's why you should never trick a USA. If you're going to do that, you should go like the long way around.
Yeah, you got to be really careful of the fact that they'll drone and they'll scan. So if they see that Dozer, you're in really, really deep trouble.
Yeah, I mean, there was nothing that Tod could have done to keep that Dozer alive. You know, when it's that exposed to the Chinook RPG, then it's the only. That's exactly why KaRRo did that. He knew it was there, so he did the exact thing and denied that War Factory completely.
We do see some gats coming out now from Tod.
But there's just so many rock
There's
fees.
going to be a lot of rock fees. I mean, when you're on the back foot in a USK game, you're in really, really big trouble.
You're getting owned, son. So I don't know how full these are. If they're empty, then Tod should be fine. But they're probably not.
No, they've got at least a few missile defenders in them, which is really bad.
Oh, that Dozer is so exposed. But the Gatling tank hunter will save that at least. KaRRo not wanting to be greedy and overcommitting, which is always a good thing to do when you're microing the very delicate rock Vs.
Oh yeah, Tod doing a good job moving those red guard to take garrisons, which will give them some idea of where the Vs are coming from.
The Gat has been scouted. It's actually crazy how big the line of sight in Generals is. Units can just see so far away, so these Gatlings will get scouted and probably intercepted by a rock V, I would say, but he might even take out a Gatling beforehand.
Oh yeah, those troops, they're going to be taken down. The rock V taking a fair bit of damage. Well,
wow.
Oh, one does go down. Looks like the other one. He's not moving them out of the way. KaRRo isn't moving his Chinooks.
There goes both of the Chinooks.
Actually go down.
So a bit of a miss micro there, not running away his Gatlings of Chinooks, but rather the Humvee is actually going to swoop
looks like the
into...
V's going to come in and destroy some supply trucks. But we have the V's doing a fair bit of damage to those Red Guard and Tank Hunters up the top.
But meanwhile, the Laser Crusader has come out, and that will deal with these Gatlings. No problems at all, and the Rock V is taking out the supply, and maybe even the truck, but maybe even the supply as well.
The supply looks like it might be destroyed, but I think it might be a little bit empty, that one. Oh, we do see the Laser Crusader going down to the Tank Hunters.
KaRRo rebuilding his Chinooks. They're getting his economy back and running, whereas Tod also has to rebuild his trucks to get his economy back to where it was.
That Gat tank just got annihilated.
Yes, it did, and so now forward barracks from Tod is definitely going to make this aggression work, because he has to, otherwise he will fall more and more behind than he already is.
Really glad to say he's still in this game despite losing that early Dozer.
Yeah, so I think a bit of a miss micro from KaRRo gave Tod a chance to catch up. having lost both of those Chinooks.
That getting caught a little bit out of position there, not managing to take out either of those missile defenders and being caught out by a V.
Tod finally getting his trucks back, actually, so once again getting his economy back to where it was. There's a pretty scary army of RPGs and Gatling tanks in the base of KaRRo. This is difficult for USA to deal with. He's probably going to need some flash Vs.
Yeah, interesting to see. Yeah, I think so. It will be interesting. Oh, but that V on the side on the left there is actually completely full. So we did see this strat before, so we'll see what happens here. It looks like those Vs are going down, 2 Vs go down. That V is at the top is getting caught out of position, but it doesn't look like it's not taking enough damage. Oh, good evac there, managing to take out the GAT. So all the Vs went down to that push, but now
KaRRo mopping up pretty well. Good work there. And now with these tank hunters still alive, missile defenders still alive, they're getting vet, and so they will be very effective inside of a rock V.
Yeah,
so I thought that was
now those GATs are not going to get there in time. The V will fill up, and that's going to be really dangerous against those GATs. But they're getting caught out of position. There's a laser locking there, so it looks like both GATs are going to get taken out.
Very good control there from KaRRo, not losing that Humvee. He really needs to hold on to these Humvees wherever he can, because it's basically all he has going for him are these rock Vs right now.
Yeah, KaRRo's really capitalizing on this now, knowing that Tod doesn't have an army right here. He's going to move right in and just take out the barracks, and that's the last dozer that Tod actually has. So he's really got to get that out of the way.
One Gatling cannot deal with 2 rockets, spinning up the Gatling.
Spinning it up, getting it ready. Oh, managed to do a fair bit of damage to that V, but it does move it out of the way.
Oh, it's so close to finishing. 98% of the War Factory. So now the War Factory didn't finish.
And
not looking
out
good, yeah.
of dozer, so he's going to rely on what he has, and that's really not looking good for him. But that V is getting caught way out of position. Those they're just spinning up. I thought it was, like that looks like that's a lot of range. Like, what are those GATs doing? They're just spinning up, getting ready for the Vs. This is not looking good for Tod, given he doesn't actually have a dozer.
So he's getting more and more rock Vs and laser crusaders. So I don't think Tod really has anything left in this game. He still does have his full production though, but the problem is like if this gets into the late game, then KaRRo is just going to A10 strike his built base and he can't do anything, because as soon as you get an A10, you're just going to start losing stuff that you can't rebuild.
Yeah, he's just putting out as many units as he can at the moment, but I mean, he's mining up 2 supplies, but he has 2 unit producing buildings at the moment with no dozer.
And that's half health of supply.
Yeah.
But now will the Rockies be able to clean up the Gatling tanks? There are no
really
search and destroy so far.
Hope he catches them out of position right now, otherwise it's really going to depend on how well Tod can use his units, but those GATs are getting caught way out of position. They're both going to die. That's really important units for Tod.
Getting the fire base to protect against the Gatlings on the flank, so good work there. KaRRo being very safe, not trying to risk anything, being greedy. But definitely a good play there. KaRRo spinning up, trying to once again get the spin up on those Gatlings.
Got to be important micro here, but he's kind of moving his army in bit by bit. He needs to, if he wants to push as a group and try and catch some of the Vs out of position, he just ends up losing units at the moment.
Tod definitely needs to get some ECMs, but he has no propaganda. He can't build one because he has no dozers.
Which is unfortunate, and KaRRo knows this, and he's just chilling back, running some laser crusaders and rock Vs. He knows that Tod can't keep up late game.
He has quite a fair bit of Gatlings, but there are laser tanks on the field now, so this is going to be a big deal for Tod, only not having enough tank hunter to actually move.
Yeah, those tank hunters are going to move in as well, so we'll see what happens in this little exchange here. This is going to be very important.
Yeah, as long as KaRRo stays in the game, the better it is for him, because once he gets that level 3 general point, he will just start A10ing stuff, and then from there, like Tod can't catch up if he just starts losing his buildings unless he pushes and wins now. So this push could well and truly put Tod out of the game if it backfires. Getting the fire base
there, but that could be quite important. We don't see his army isn't actually moving in. He's just letting that laser
cutting off the reinforcements.
Oh, well done there, moving the Vs in. He's lost 1 V, loses, gets the evac on the 2nd V, which is good there.
Very good control, actually killing the dozer. Yeah. And it's not over yet for Tod. He just has a lot of RPGs that are very hard to deal with only Humvees. But there's a lot of Gatlings.
We're not in late game yet. This is very much still Tod's game.
I don't know who he's going to go to. I honestly don't know. I think Tod might actually have this. If he takes out the War Factory, then there will go KaRRo's production. Maybe even the power.
Does in fact get taken down. He's got a lot of tank.
Tod just has not enough anti-infantry. He needs to get some Rangers. Rangers will be the perfect thing for KaRRo.
Oh,
Colonel Burton!
Oh, we're going to see some knifing. Do you love knifing, Colonel Burton? Oh, he loves it.
He doesn't even need to knife.
He can just shoot them if he wanted to.
But and Pathfinders, wow, that turned around fast. Tod definitely.
All those tank hunters are getting taken down, which means the Vs, going to clean up the GATs, and we see a GG there from Tod.
I honestly thought Tod had that, and then it was like, just kidding, Colonel Burton on the field. So good work there. KaRRo being very aggressive there, basically trying to deny the dozer and then holding on to the aggression from Tod. Very well done.
Yeah, Tod did quite well there. I mean, after losing that forward dozer, I mean, I'd be like, whoa, I don't know.
It's pretty degraded.
Yeah, considering he's been going for the dual war factory opening, even with one war factory, he still did a really good job of holding off KaRRo and just pumping out units.
Thanks to the double Chinook loss there from KaRRo.
Yeah,
so well done to KaRRo, and he will move on to the semi-finals here in the 0-hour 1.6 World Championship. We have been General Gentlemen. I am Ownage Machine.
And I am Archon Hawk.
Goodbye.